The upcoming Birmingham to Crewe route is the first ever Train Sim World 6 release from All Aboard Studios. And honestly, it's shaping up to be a great debut. Officially announced in August 2025, this DLC brings one of the busiest and most important parts of the West Coast Main Line into the game. You'll start your journey at Birmingham New Street, the busiest station outside of London, and head north through the Black Country in Staffordshire. A mix of tight curves, industrial areas, and rural stretches, before reaching the iconic Crewe station. Crewe is recreated in impressive detail, with its wide platforms, complex track layout, and all the operational detail you'd expect from a major rail hub. The developers say the route has something for everyone. It's a 53 miles or 85 kilometers route, and featuring 11 stations along the way. From high-speed express services and local commuter runs, freight movements, to depot shunting, the route offers a great mix of fast mainline running and busy commuter stops, so no matter your driving style, there'll be plenty to do. The main focus here is the BR Class 350 family, and you're getting all three versions, 350/1, 2, and 3. All come in accurate 2019-era West Midlands Trains liveries. And there's even a special British Transport Police livery on Unit 35235. Each subclass also has its own unique interior, which is a nice touch for detail lovers. These are your main drivable trains. But the route also features AI traffic. You'll see pendolinos and various freight trains passing by, making the world feel busy and alive. It connects with other routes too. You'll link into the Birmingham Cross-City line at New Street, and at Crewe, it joins both Spirit of Steam and Crewe Preston route. Everything is set around 2019, so you'll get a modern-day atmosphere with a timetable that's absolutely packed. The devs have mentioned it's a jam-packed service schedule, with thousands of trains running and hundreds of playable services. That means lots of variety and plenty of replay value. You'll see a mix of modern passenger and freight action, including Class 390 Pendolino high-speed services, Class 220 Voyager intercity runs, Class 170 Turbostar regional trains, Class 150 and 153 substituting for Transport for Wales services at Crewe, and also Class 323 EMU operating ECS moves to and from Soho Depot and short local stoppers. At Birmingham New Street, traffic is intense. Over 100 train movements per hour during peak times, with multiple operators and train types creating a realistic, constantly changing environment. Up at Crewe, activity continues with Northern Class 323s, TFW services, and East Midlands Railway Class 158 AI trains passing through or terminating. Freight adds even more life, with Class 66 intermodal services working around Basford Hall Yard, and HKA and FKA wagons appearing if you own compatible content. The Crewe yards and sidings also handle ECS and charter stock, keeping the area dynamic. And on top of that, add rail tours activity, featuring the Class 86, Class 87, Flying Scotsman, and LMS Jubilee can appear across the route, often centered around Crewe. In short, this route never feels still. From holding at Reds in Birmingham New Street to racing at 125 miles per hour through Staffordshire, the line is always alive with movement and variety. Besides the packed schedule, stations like Birmingham New Street, Wolverhampton, and Crewe have been recreated with high attention to detail, including signage, platform textures, and surrounding scenery. You'll spot landmarks like the Wolverhampton Viaduct and Crewe's complex sidings, all matching the real-life look of the area. The DLC will be available on PC, Steam, and Epic and Gen 9 only. It's priced at around £29.99, €35.99, and $39.99, which is standard for Train Sim World routes nowadays. All Aboard Studios is a new third-party developer for Train Sim World, and this is their very first add-on. They've already worked with DovetailGames before, including helping with the sounds for the Class 802. So they're not new to TSW development, just officially stepping into their own spotlight now. Now, on the other hand, as much as I'm genuinely excited for this new route, I've got to be honest, there are still tons of bugs floating around in the game right now. And honestly, the whole experience feels a bit unstable at the moment. Releasing another big route on top of that could be risky. If this DLC ends up adding even more bugs, it might really break the immersion for a lot of players. And that's the last thing anyone wants, especially when the community has been asking for more stability for quite some time. One of the highlights, as mentioned before, is definitely the Class 350, which is finally getting some well-deserved attention. The list of improvements for it seems almost endless. We're talking about visual updates, sound tweaks, and overall physics improvements. But once again, as much as that sounds great, not every single change will make it into the game right at launch. Some of them will come later on through future updates. And before I wrap this up, it's also worth mentioning that there are some Steam sales happening again. A few older DLCs that actually add extra layers or services to this new route are currently discounted, which is perfect timing if you've been waiting to expand your collection. But now comes the big question. Is it really worth the price? Honestly, yeah, I'd say it is. We've seen other routes in TSW at the same price point that didn't offer nearly as much as this one does. Here you're getting a packed mainline experience with multiple train variants, a dense timetable, and a realistic environment that brings together express runs, commuter traffic, freight services, and even some shunting, all in a single route. Of course, it's important to keep expectations in check. As good as it looks, no release comes without a few rough spots. Bugs are pretty much inevitable. Some will show up with the new route, and others have been around for a while. So while there's a lot to look forward to, it's worth keeping in mind that a few issues might still be there at launch. As for me, I've just started rebuilding my collection on Steam after moving from PlayStation to my laptop. Right now I don't have much UK content besides the base game route, but honestly, this looks like a fantastic addition, not just for me, but for the whole community. If you already own a lot of UK add-ons, this route will feel even better, especially with all the extra layers. So, what do you think about this new DLC? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Birmingham to Crewe is worth it? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Train Sim World content. See you in the next one.